evaluator, and I'm going to announce the speech topic. What is most important ingredient in making ice cream? What is the most important ingredient in making ice cream? And I'd like to explain what specialty speeches are. Develop skill as a speaker in an impromptu situation by making discussion and, for example, compare past, present, and future, or before and after. Now let's welcome Neal.
In 1944, amidst the ending of the Second World War, coming out of the global economic recession, my grandfather and grandmother said to my father, if you cannot turn around this company by the end of this year, we will have to shut down Stover's ice cream factory. And so my father, faced with a colossal challenge, went home and asked his best friend, his mentor, my mother, and said, what am I going to do? Our family business, Stover's ice cream factory, is going to have to shut down. And all 44 employees will be out of work if we don't turn around the revenues and boost profitability. And my mother said, have you talked with the staff? And talking with the staff made all the difference. The staff said, the lighting isn't good enough, so how our workbenches can ensure the quality of the ice cream that we're producing for the customers in the Midwest of the United States. And if we had some clean new windows and shiny doors and even a name outside, signage, Stover's ice cream factory, we'd feel a little bit better about the ice cream that we're making. And so they implemented those changes, bit by bit. My mother said, have you spoken with the customers? And so they called in customers, all kids, little kids 3, 5, and 7 years old, and big kids 50, 60, and 70 years old. What do you think about Stover's ice cream factory here in the Midwest of America? An institution. They said, you know, the quality of the ice cream is pretty good, but sometimes in the butter pecan, the pecans are all at the bottom, and there's none at the top. And sometimes the packaging, that it's smudged. My vanilla ice cream has chocolate ice cream on the outside, but the vanilla is pretty good. And just the way I go to the grocer's and I can never find my favorite, pink bubble gum. And so the employees, all 44, and their families went back and they worked and reworked the ice cream. And they came up with 3 conclusions. One is, we commit ourselves to quality ingredients in everything we do. 2 is that we want to make this a special experience for our customers. And 3, we want children to capture what ice cream really means. And so, as we know in the ice cream business that my family has been in for over 85 years, there's 3 important takeaways you want to have in ice cream. The first is inclusions. Inclusions are what we call in ice cream business ingredients. You want to bring the best cinnamon, nutmeg, and fennel to make some of the most exotic ice cream flavors in 1944. The second is salt. Now, who would have thought that there is salt, a chemical reaction for you engineers out there that's involved in the making of ice cream? It combines with crystal ice, which surrounds an ice cream canister and creates a chemical reaction where the ice cream temperature goes below pure freezing, 0 degrees. and it accelerates the formation of buttermilk into ice cream. Who would have known that? But the thing you probably don't know is that the best ice cream is 4 days cow to mouth. Moo. The cow on the farm, you want to get that ice cream milk to the ice cream on your lips within 4 days to ensure the best quality ice cream. These are some of the facts in the science of ice cream. But what we do at Stover's Ice Cream Factory is we commit to quality as the key ingredient in everything we do. And like in speech making, there is content, most important, right? But there's delivery too. And finally, language. Content, delivery. Now, delivery is not just the packaging and the takeout from Dairy Queen. It's the experience you deliver. At Stover's, we committed to 3 things in the 1960s. This was a new invention. One is that service with a smile. It was new. Second is every customer is offered a taste sampling on a pink wooden spoon. You thought that pink spoon originated at some other ice cream company. No, it originated on a pink wooden spoon at Stover's Ice Cream Factory. And the third is clean windows, clean doors, and clean countertops, because everything is glass at Stover's. But the experience is more like the time in the 1950s. Ronald Reagan came in on his first date with Nancy, his future wife, and they sat down over ice cream. Ronald's favorite is blueberry, and Nancy's is peppermint patty. And at the end of the evening, Ronald said, "If it wasn't love at first sight, it was pretty close." And Nancy said, "Who, me? Or the ice cream?" So it's delivering a real experience, like love at first sight. Ice cream is not just the content you're eating, but it's having a great evening out with family, with friends. But I think that ice cream is also about trying to capture an experience. And like in speech making, it's called language. And language isn't verbs and nouns. Language is having your voice be heard. Because ice cream to Americans is what ping pong is to the Chinese. It's a national pastime. We use ice cream to connect with different generations. We use ice cream to be kids again. To me, how's ice cream make me feel? In the middle of winter in Taipei, ice cream is like a 10-minute vacation. Ice cream is a way for me to connect with anybody. If I say, "Would you like to go out for ice cream?" If you say that to kids, watch the smile come over their face. Ice cream also, be careful, ice cream can be decadent. A moment on my lips, forever on my hips. My theory is that any fat you have on your body is because of ice cream. If Chinese grandmothers say, no, don't eat ice cream, it's not good for your health, carbohydrates, tell them that there's more calcium and iron in ice cream than there is in a single bowl of white rice. It's true. So ice cream to me is it's an experience. And if you can just capture it right, you can spend time with family and really enjoy yourselves. Now let me take a step back and tell you about our family business in 1944, almost on the verge of closing. And 66 years later, now it's successful with 440 families involved. My grandfather would say, money talks. But my grandmother, who was the real ice cream master, she said, no. If money talks, ice cream sings. Beautifully, deliciously, lusciously. So ladies and gentlemen, just remember that speech making is about content. and delivery